What's going on, Aries? Welcome to my channel. We're about to jump into your energy. This goes out to Sun, Moon, and Rising, singles, couples, men and women. Cross watchers are welcome. So let's see what we got. Your scales have been balanced. We're not doing all that, universe. Quite a few of you, have spent some time balancing your scales, whatever you choose to call that. I'm not going to call it a karma thing, but just you're really starting to gain an understanding of how things can tip to one side or another when you focus too much on just one side. Hence balance. If you want to look at it from a witchcraft perspective, there really is no black magic or white magic. There is just magic. It's what you do with it. Nothing is really spiritually inherently good or bad. It's just there. So a lot of you have been spending time to balance the scales, work on self, and by the look of her face, I normally don't do this, but you've been attacking situations with a very fierce manner. You've also been keeping a lot of people blocked out of this so they can't see what you're doing and focusing on why you were focusing on balancing your scales. It's not that you don't care about people or love people or anything of that nature. It's just that you want to spend some time to work on you. So what I'm picking up from this is just your scales are balanced, but you raised your sword in defense in process of doing it. You had no problem swinging on someone that came in when they were invited, all because you knew you were going through a shift and you wanted to work through this. The Sag got the death card too, but I'm expecting death card to pull up in quite a few of everyone's reading because of the time of the year. But yeah, you were going through that shift, that change, so forth and so on, and you're working quite hard on a physical level to make it happen. Also, I sensed that quite a few of you really focused on the mundane aspect of life and really just focused on getting work done, so forth and so on. Maybe quite a few of you have been staying busy because of everything that's going on, and you've been staying busy just to focus on things so your mind doesn't wander into the crap hole that we have currently going on planet Earth. Yay. And you just really were focusing on the path and you're working hard, but you understood that it kind of threw you out of balance, so you went back to work on self, etc., 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 which is a good thing. Quite a few of you gentlemen, I would say, do a little bit more meditation, because I do pick up that your emotions might be bubbling a bit to the surface. Not saying you're going to explode, but you're used to being balanced. You're used to being where you need to be, right? You're used to not having to worry about that. You're used to your 10 of cups. And ladies, that can go for you too if you resonate. You're used to the 10 of cups, so forth and so on. Happy life, happy wife, happy bubbly, happy hubby, so forth and so on. You're used to the lover's energy in your life. And when this everything just hit, it was just like, what the hell? And it did throw you off balance. So if you're still working on that balancing of self, just rest your mind while you're doing it. You're not really, in my opinion, going to get it through focusing, things of that nature. You're going to get it through doing things that's going to help you, because at the end of the day, it is also about how things affect you on the earth level as well. Spirituality, if you can't use it on the practical earth level, what's the point in having it? It's great to have that, those astral journeys and so forth and so on. Is great to do that lunar magic and that planetary magic and go astral project to wherever the heck it is that you go. But if you can't use what you've gained on this earth and you can't change you as a human being, then there's really no point in walking that path, you dig? So just do things that are going to benefit you, so forth and so on. Don't worry about stepping too far off path. You're going with the ebb and flow. Also, it is good that you take this time of the year to really just go within self. It's an everybody thing. All 12 signs, doesn't matter what sign you are. Going within inside self this time of the year is a part of natural flow. We might just do it slightly different, but everything else is going south, or going into the caves for the wintertime, or getting their last bit of food, and here we are. We might go to work and things of that nature and be out and about like many animals, but at the end of the day, we have to plan and prepare. So take action on that. Don't worry too much about I sense that maybe quite a few of you have stepped more into a more, not shadowy magic, but just a more darker aspect of it. Not demonic, but like just working with the dark side of the moon, for example, compared to just always working with the light side and things that are generative, etc., etc., etc. That's normal. And also, I heard that those that do practice magic, so forth and so on, you can use it to bring forth the Ace of Cups in your life during this darker time of the year. Just because we're moving through a dark time of the year where it's colder, and I'm not gonna say dead, but things are not as active as they normally are, and the veil is thin, etc., etc., and we're all dealing with certain, shadow works here and here. Doesn't mean that you can't still have that good feeling. You just got to do it inside. Try not to freeze, or in reality, if you can, go to a warmer state for a little bit. But how do we get here when we're talking about balancing? Okay. Yeah, but take action on everything that you have to do. And balancing of your scales is very, very good because it's going to help you get back to in reality, your 10 of cups, so forth and so on. I sense also that by balancing the scales, you're learning to move on from things. Quite a few things that no longer serve you because you see something better on the horizon. And this is for you, not so much of a person coming into your life, etc., etc. But not only do you see it mentally, but you also feel it emotionally. You understand that by leaving things in the past, things that no longer serve you, from balancing this and doing that, and etc., etc., take it how it resonates, then you are moving on emotionally as well into better and bigger things that's going to benefit you as a person, and you're going to get some of that vulnerable healing as well, that ooey gooey universal love, or whatever you choose to call it. Just understand that it's going to take time. It's not a process that happens overnight. um Sometimes thoughts, habits, so forth and so on, you name it, can take some time to completely get rid of or out of our system, which can suck sometimes, but it is what it is. Spend time meditating, spend time focusing on things that are going to bring you generative energies, things that are past, so forth and so on. Bring those into your life, reconnect with people, or just do things that you once did that really just made you feel creative and more filled with emotional joy than you might feel right now. Understand that there are choices in life to be made. So just because you might feel a little down doesn't mean you have to remain this way. For whoever resonates with that, I'm not saying it's the whole damn collective. Okay. Perhaps a few of you have a fire sign individual coming into your life. It's time to walk in the high priestess energy because the universe is going to kind of work in your favor, or I'll say it like this: the magic that you wield right now is going to work in your favor on a faster level than anything. I'm all for including the universe, but sometimes I believe that if we say the universe has a hand in everything that we do, then we're kind of, shortchanging ourselves as practitioners, no matter what path you walk. No matter where we came from, we still have power on this earth. So, though you might be understanding the secrets of the universe right now, stepping into this high priestess energy, your education, your knowledge, and your craft, and your ability to make it happen with will, desire, and intent, belief, etc., etc., so forth and so on, is in reality creating something out of nothing. So it's time to step into that, and your magic or your spiritual casting, whatever it is that you do, will be flowing faster than it normally is. So I'm not trying to say that the universe isn't included in everyone's life. I'm just saying that I want you to understand that you yourself have some power. Perhaps someone coming back into your life will come back into your life with some drama. So I would suggest a little bit of protection magic, defensive magic. Is nothing too major. They're just stuck in that Five of Pentacles energy, that barren, cold wasteland energy, and they don't really have any intention of coming out of it. So instead of them trying to come out of it, then they just want to take you in there with them. Like I said, choices earlier. One of those choices is to allow that person to come back into your life, and many of the choices is not. You're wise enough. Step forth, wizard. Step forth, magician. Step forth, witch. Step forth, Gashaptu. Step forth, all. Priestess, practitioner. You're wise. You know not to let that individual back in, because that's going to come forth with this. And I think the other sign got this. And we don't want that heartbreak now, do we? All right, let's wrap it up. And final. See through the veil of illusions and decide to, for those that resonate with this, a bit of lunar magic would be good for you. I would suggest for those that are looking for a nice connection to the moon, look into connection to the moon, look into the Holy Pentacles of Solomon. They have quite a few. You can either buy them or you can just print them out or draw them up. But they'll benefit you. Okay? I'm going to leave it right here. Hopefully this resonates in some way, shape, manner, or form. If so, please like, share, and subscribe. And join the Craft and Conjure Aquarius Moon to Raw family. And make sure you hit the bell so you be notified when I upload a new video. All right? Peace.